Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Dr. Zin. I am Sonia Das. Today at our studio, we have with us Dr. Jane Darakjian. She is the head of Vitawill Boutique One and she is a functional nutritionist and clinical dietitian at Open Minds Psychiatry, Counseling and Neuroscience Center in Dubai. Welcome, Dr. Jane.
Thank you.
The topic we will be discussing today is about transformation to thrive in Wellness Resolution 2021. Dr. Jane, what is Wellness Resolution and why this topic?
Well, first of all, as we had a pandemic year 2020, and years we suffering and we were having a lot of challenges, I came to across to choose this topic to challenge the people to read transformation, whatever we pass, and to be more challengeable, more stronger, and we have to a better life by beginning 2021.
Okay. And what is wellness in general? What would you say?
Wellness is a big topic and it has a lot of ranges.
Okay.
We can emphasize into a couple of divisions in terms of the spiritual, emotional, physical, and we can say even mental, which is the targeting after post-COVID-19. We had a lot of challenges for the mental health. So each division, it describes in different dimension.
Okay. As we are going in depth about health and wellness, can we discuss about digestion in the human body and the importance of gut health?
Okay, it's a very, very big topic. I can talk hours and hours about this topic. Okay, just to give the right idea of what is digestive, in terms of digestive tract, we are talking from our mouth and towards the large intestine. Okay. So everything it counts from the esophagus, from the stomach, from the small and large intestine, colon, pancreas, we call all under one roof, digestive tract. But we are talking on gut issues. Gut issues, we are talking about large and small intestine and the pancreatic side where there is a secretion and a breakdown of the proteins to amino acids, carbs, so all this stuff, it goes to the gut. And these days, gut, it's a very, very important issue in our health, I can say.
Okay.
So when you are going to talk about the gut, it's the major health problems these days. So anything it goes to the stomach, it hits the gut.
It can be solved by having healthy food, right? I mean,
gut, it's not only healthy food. It's a combination of the toxicity, eating disorders, not digested well the food, or the food poison, parasites. It's a huge range. I think we have to take this topic separate.
All right. Is there a correlation between the gut and the brain in our body?
Okay, interesting question. Yes, in the brain we have something called vagus nerve. Okay. In the vagus nerve, it's combined with your nerve system. So initially, when something it goes to control your appetite, it's in your brain, in your certain things in the brain that it tells you. We call it ghrelin. Eat or don't eat, you satisfy or not satisfy. So any problems in the gut, either it's gases, bloating and headache, whatever it comes, or diarrhea, it just hits to the nervous system, which is directly to the brain. Yes, there is a big correlation.
So do we know about this? I mean, would it affect us like physically or would it just be all internal?
Well, it affects you internally, but it hits to all wellness issues.
Oh, okay.
So physically you are in a sick position. Mm-hmm. So there's no appetite even to eat anything else.
Right.
You don't have in the mood. So mental status will be disturbed.
Right.
You have a spiritual and emotional disturbed. So all is connected.
Eating disorders are quite alarming and are increasing around the world. Mm-hmm. What are the most common eating disorders that you have come across?
Well, all topics are very interesting questions. To tell the truth, the major issues that I'm facing in terms of the kids, it's picky eaters. It's a minor eating disorders that we can solve in our clinic easily as a multidisciplinary team. However, the bulimic and the anorexic, even it's alarming these days. So anorexic patients usually they control the calories. They don't want to touch any calories.
Right.
So they keep themselves not to eat and
Right.
survive in a very minor issues. So this gives in a health status some diseases. The immune system will be down and appetite will be down. They think that by not eating they will be more healthier. It's the contrary. However, the bulimic patients, they eat to the max. They eat overdose and then they keep themselves to vomit in order not to gain a lot of weight. And we have, on the other hand, with the bulimic, we have a binge eating.
Okay,
Binge
yeah.
eating, they eat, they don't satisfy, they keep eating. So
Right.
if we have 2 snacks or 3 snacks per day, they keep eating continuously.
Right.
So those people even is going to be controlled, especially during the festive season, some celebrations.
Right.
So always we have this problem.
Okay. In terms of bulimia, I mean, in the long run, how do we treat like bulimia? Because even I remember studying about it when I was in my school, in a high school, and we
You pass
remember.
also to this stage.
Yeah, so
personally.
so all these, and we had in my class, I mean, yeah, within my classmates, I had like 1 or 2 friends who were sort of bulimic and like anorexic as well. So I know how it is. But how do we solve this? I mean, in the long run, how does it sustain, or what can be done?
Actually, you remind me one of my patients. So whatever I do in my functional nutrition and clinical dietitian in my role, I need a help. As a student, I received a student. She was high school,
Okay.
and we started to help her through her parents first.
Okay.
Then we passed to the psychologist, and at the same time, we had some issues in the school as well with the teachers. So it's a teamwork.
Right.
We need even to change the behavior of the person, because on the other age group we cannot control. We cannot say just do this. We need the help emotional. We need the help maybe psychological, or only psychiatrist. It will be enough. Depends case to case.
Okay. Even in adults, I mean, is it harder to treat in adults?
Yes, it's even treat because they become with the emotional status breakdown and lost their lovers. So the only satisfaction becomes the food, and they are aware that food has a lot of calories, that they push themselves to vomit, but they don't get enough nutrients what the body needs.
Right. Can you explain about toxicity and elimination? What is the difference between them?
Well, toxicity has different sector and the elimination is totally different. So toxicity, we can say from the normal issues that we have these days, it's explored around the world. We call it environmental toxicity. That unfortunately the last 50 years it's been expanded. It's through the man-made. It could be anything, could be constructions, could be plants issues, it could be anything. On the other hand, we have, as I said just a while ago, constipation. Constipation also, it keeps the toxicity inside the body instead of taking out. At the same time, some people, they have issue of the pulmonary issues, inhale and exhale, so they get less oxygen, carbon dioxide stuck in their body. Some people, they don't like to sweat, or they take some medications in order not to sweat. So all this contains in the toxicity. So we keep ourselves inside the toxic. So a part of that, we have some medications which turns also toxicity. It helps to the body issues, but still it's toxic to our body. And then we have other chemicals that we are using for our body, creams and cosmetics, eating pesticides, food. So everything, it counts these days.
Right.
However, the elimination is all that we have it has to go out.
Right.
As I mentioned just a while ago, elimination to the sweat, to the urination, to keep the kidney healthy, to keep the pancreas healthy. So everything, it's connected.
All right. What are the upcoming plans for wellness resolution in this new year of 2021? And do you have any educational or training courses prepared for the awareness of the general public?
Well, yes. I have the program coming up very soon. And as I said, we passed in a very strong pandemic issue, 2020, and we stuck at home. We were, emotional breakdown. Many things passed, and we challenged ourselves to pass this year and become a new challenge to transform a new life. So in that particular side, I decided to give a course, 4 weeks, first initial step, and the second category, it's about 8 weeks. So the 4 weeks program, it will be everything on our medical clinic website. It will talk about all the major digestive tract, more details, what are some products that we have to use it in terms of probiotic, in terms of supplementation, what we have to do. It's a training and a learning course.
Okay.
So this is about the digestive tract and the absorption as well. But when we come to the elimination, this will go the second category, and each week I'm going to talk about to go deep dive inside each category alone.
Okay.
Could be elimination from the skin, toxicity, sweat. It could be to the digestive tract, how to eliminate the liquid, and so on.
All right. Great. So, yes, we have come to the end of the interview. Dr. Jane, it was lovely to have you here.
Thank you very
so
much.
much for taking time off from your busy schedule to be with us here today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.